12 o'clock at night until we finally decide it's enough and we're done. And then we'll continue in the morning before fair opens.
Yeah, any last minute stuff that we don't get.
Last minute stuff, right? Yeah.
Because there's always last minute stuff.
It's all last minute stuff. The umbrella.
What's going on today?
Today, well, the whole fair is doing last minute stuff. This is all last minute stuff. You know, we're actually a little bit behind, I would say, no?
No, actually, we're actually ahead because...
Where, yeah?
Because after I do the baby shoes, I'm done. We just need to clean everything up. I'm going to put more socks. No, scraps need to come in there.
Yeah. Scraps.
Scrap bags. Yeah, you haven't gotten those out of the trailer.
I haven't gotten those out of the trailer.
And then I've got to make the rest of the shoes. I need to go down to the check to see what is coming up for Mom. She's sending me some ready finished shoes.
Ready finished shoes to just put, hang up?
And then Zenobia has to bring back the ones she's lacing. So I have to then finish up those. And
Okay.
then I'm done. I would love
How many is she sending?
10. Oh, my mom's sending 18.
Yeah.
And then it has to be added into inventory.
So why are you talking to your daughter about business? Doesn't she just help you out?
No, she's taking it over. In fact, I'm basically, most of the decisions are hers when Ingrid's not here, because I just facilitate. I just help, and it's been like that with Ingrid anyway. It was always her business, and I had more than enough to say in it, but the decisions were always Ingrid's, and now Chayla, for some odd reason, wants to take over. Yeah. And hey, good luck. I think you should change if she does, but that will ultimately be her decision. I want to go sailing.
So,
And I already have the boat.
so how long have you been doing the Maryland Renaissance Festival?
The Maryland Renaissance Festival, since Chayla was, how old were you when you first came?
I remember I had a little gerbil called Snowball that escaped when we had a shop over there. That's all I remember. And I was little.
No, we only ever had this shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember, I've got some old videotapes of me fixing this box roof on top, and you kind of playing in the sandboxes down here, yeah?
I don't remember.
How old were you then?
I must have been
6 or 7? Since 6 or 7.
So I was 28 now. 22.
6 or 7, 20 years?
It's been more than 20 years.
More than 20, yeah, more. It's been a while. 20 plus years. Figuring, I mean, Ingrid would look it up and say, wait a minute, let me get the folders. And she's probably got it all written down in the folders.
So, how do you feel today? I mean, it's pretty quiet right now. You guys are getting set up. You're moving along. You got the shoes out. They're gonna do a couple more things. But how are you feeling right now? 'Cause tomorrow, this place is gonna just be a deluge of people.
Hopefully.
We're feeling hopefully optimistic. We've done this for 20 years. This is not a, oh my God, it's opening tomorrow kind of scene. It's like, hopefully the weather is okay. The people come, people are not worried, because we've seen that over the years. The clientele, the patrons, right? They all have lives. They all have their own identities mixed up in this thing called economy and society, right? And when, for example, we were here, I don't know if we talked about it last time, we were here when 9/11 happened. And there was like an incredible change in the atmosphere of the people who came to the fair. When we exist within the bubble within society, but we are of this society, so of course we interact with all those undercurrents of mood and feeling, worry about the economy, excitement about the elections, So when we say it's not such an unusual thing when it's opening tomorrow. We just hope everything goes smooth. No unpleasant surprises. Right? Hey. Oh yes, you were. Of course you were. You're always picking on me.
So you're talking like this is your livelihood.
Okay, I'll make it a little, I'll go out of my way next time.
Okay, thank you.
So you're talking like this is your livelihood. Is that-
Yes, it is. And it's actually a very, very mundane relation.
Parts of it,
Parts of it, right? We work
a lot.
a lot. We work a lot, and then we hope we can sell it. It's an more old-fashioned way of doing things. We have a much more direct relationship to what we do, because we make it, we cart it here, we set it up, prettify it, make it look nice, make it look inviting, and we sell it. And at the end of the day, we know it was good or it was bad. We're not working for someone else. We have our destiny, unser Geschick, in our own hands. And that is worth so much in a world in which the independence of people is so intertwined that very often people who are not self-employed, they don't have the freedom of choice to do this or that. They have to say yes or no, sir. Otherwise, they're out. And if we feel lazy on one day, or something's happened in our family or in the community, we deal with that. Don't worry about work. We'll work harder the next couple of days, to make up for lost time. And normal people can't do that. They're stuck in that very rigid approach to what they're doing.
So tell me, you mentioned the community. How does it feel to be back in Maryland? You must know a lot of folks in 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, it always feels good to meet up with friends that we only meet here. There was a funny thing that was the joke was that one of the vendors here lived on the same street as us in Toontown, and we never saw them down in Toontown because when we came back from Maryland, we were doing another show, they were doing another show, and we'd maybe meet at Christmas if we were all in the same place. No, we used to meet every year up here in Maryland. That's where we'd see each other. Even though we were neighbors, we were about 50 feet away, living next door to each other down in Texas, we would see more of each other here up in the festival. Yeah. So the community, yeah, we relish the meeting up with Brenda, one of the Fishers, one of the granddaughters of the people whose land was leased for the Renaissance Festival by the Smiths. And also Now, where's Valentine now?
I know, right? Well, he's got the yellow shirt of authority.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Is that a yellow shirt of authority?
I think it might.
We have our grass Nazis here, and we have the people who are.
Our party.
Oh, for example, you must, if you're interested in this particular Renaissance Festival, you must go out on the weekend and talk to Jimmy, the cop who's doing the controlling people coming in. They're the ones who ask you pass the security. Wonderful people, wonderful people. We've become real friends over the years. We've come to him.
It's interesting to see how their lives interact with our community because they're cops, and that's it's a completely other segment of regular society.
What am I hearing in between the lines there? Just because they're cops doesn't mean to say they're not people.
Well, just because we're Rennies doesn't mean to say we're not people either. I was just saying it was interesting to see how they
Right, because they love the heck out of the Rennies too, over the years. Because Jimmy's been doing it. He's probably been. How long has Jimmy been doing it?
at least
No, much more than that. At
least
least
10
three down. Remember, because remember the episode down at the fair when Dan's daughter had her ring taken by the carney down at that. I went immediately to Jimmy.
I have
And
no idea
already,
what you're talking
no,
about.
you don't. Okay, well, I had to have, you know, what to do, what to do, what to do. You know, what should one do? And went to Jimmy for advice up there. Jimmy, we always call him Jimmy the cop.
Yeah,
But
it's just Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah.
What's a Rennie?
Rennie? Rennie's slang for someone who works or has a booth or is part of the Renaissance Festival circuit. We call them Rennies for short. But, yeah, they
Yeah,
could,
I guess. Yeah, just always been called that.
yeah, Rennies.
What's unique about that? Why is that any different than any other craftsman?
Well, as a designation of where, you know, it's as opposed to carnies is another, you know, segment of society. We're not carnies, and carnies would never say that they're rennies, although they're very similar. They travel around, but yet it's a different kind of community. It's a different. They do different things. Do different. They're on a different circuit.
And they're together. We're not together in that sense.
Oh, right. There's that too,
Carnival
because
moves together. The
Carnival
Renaissance
usually,
Festival
yeah,
meets
yeah.
and-
Right, because we don't all travel as a group. You know, when Maryland is over, we, for example, we're going down to Louisiana. Other people are going over. What's the next ones that are coming? Going down to Texas,
Yeah,
to
TRF.
TRF is happening, and I know there are other, maybe Ohio or Great Lakes or somewhere. There are other Renaissance festivals going on after this one, and this particular community disperses all over the country. We don't move en masse all together and set up the next festival. It's a little bit looser, right? We're individuals within that. We individually travel around and we meet up. There are people we don't see at this festival because they don't do this festival. We find them in Scarborough Fair, right? Or we find them in Louisiana or wherever, you know.
What part of the community is place? Do you find that the community somehow feels different here as opposed to Texas, as opposed to Louisiana? I mean, the community is obviously people. How much of it is place as well?
How much does place play a role? Hang on, let me go inside, and that needs a cigarette rolled to answer that one. How much is place part of it? I'm not so sure that much, Chela. What do you think?
I didn't hear the question.
How much does place play a role in this particular community?
In general, like where Renaissance festivals are,
No. In this one, compared to other ones, that's how I understood it, right?
you mean like where our shop is located?
I think it means like how much does being here in Maryland with everybody here as part of this community matter to the family atmosphere that everyone says happens here?
Is it different than Texas, Louisiana, California?
Just because
Tuxedo?
it's Maryland, is it different like this? Well, because there are different people involved in each of those circles. Then I have to say yes, and also because this is more of what we all see as a money fair. This is a fair that we're in a pretty good area for people to come and spend money here, so we have more money to spend, and so we throw more events at the fair. There are parties that we throw like amongst ourselves here more than perhaps in other places. Although, you know, TRF, I'm sure they have massive social events that everybody comes and goes to. I know Scarborough has some as well. So I don't know if it's any more or less than in the outside world where a place, you know what I mean? Like you have different communities have in different areas of the country, they'll have different ways that they interact, or more of a family feel or less of a family feel. If that answered your question.
Can I ask
Kind of what I would have said too. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not so much Maryland that makes it.